Hello, boundless citizens, and welcome to yet another episode of Fortnightly.
Tubio.
Let's start with Portal Networks news. The Hive on Bichula have announced progress on their T5 and 6 branch. It's still work in progress, but Orion decided to show updated planetary hubs. What's interesting about it is that it starts on a sovereign world called Siren, and only from there you get access to actual public T5 and 6 planets. So, this corner of the hub on Siren has T5 worlds connections, although only Alnitans is open so far, while Flan, Serpensarindi, and Bisophrona are still inactive. Alnitan's connection will take you to the land of the dead, one of the best projects out there if it comes to high tier worlds. So I think anyway, I always liked it a lot. Back to the network though. T6 branch is organized in chain style where every world leads to the next one in a continuous line of portals. And it starts with Cardass. A very simple and compact design, and we seem to be hanging from a side of a mountain here. Floors are not finished yet, I guess, unless it's intended and Orion wants natural floors, dirt and all. And that's a long way down. Then we get to shed a tear, or shed a tear as some like to call it. Consistent design choice, as you can see. Glass and concrete, a few portals for sovereign worlds, one already connected called Quell. So why not connect here if you have your own world attached to one of the high-tier public planets? This time the hub is shoved in between two slopes in a narrow gap. Feels cozy in here. And next goes Alcyon, or should I say Alcyon? Another one hanging from a mountain. Nice view looking down, maybe a bit dizzy for some visitors. And the door that lead nowhere. Don't forget your grapple coming here. And that's all that's open and ready to use. As you can see, next in queue is Galan, but we will have to wait for that one and more another bit. Still, you have 4 T5 and 6 worlds connected already. Give it a go, I'd say. Visit at least and explore, check the main portal hub, where you will find connections to good and reputable shops, including Foxy, Roxy, it rhymes nicely, also the Color Punks, and more. As for planetary connections, there are portals there for grabs, so if you live on one of the home worlds, you might like connecting here and make this planetary hub even better and busier. It's really a good place with bags of potential, and it will connect you to other networks. So pretty much everywhere you would wish to go. Okay, let's talk about Valhalla, who seem to be migrating from their sovereign to Geosha Ofin, or whatever way you pronounce it. A great deal is already completed. It's not a full planetary hub though, rather a collection of personal connections to other hubs, shops, settlements, all in all a variety of different worlds and places to visit from here. Down below in the center of the plaza you will find a guild hunting planet, as well as low-tier world farm hub. So that's handy for any gatherer. I have no clue whether the city of Valhalla will rebuild their entire planetary network here. There sure is space for it. Yet unused area here, for example. But I don't know what it's for really. So let's just wait and see. You can see the usual Viking style around, pretty, expansive, imaginative, all in all impressive. I always like the way they build. And someone is actually building another interesting bit as we speak. On the other side we find the mall. Not completed yet, but a lot of it already finished. Plenty signs around to guide the visitors, which is a must for any good mall. I love the corridor, I must say. A few shops already built, although not necessarily fully stocked yet. There is a portal to the old hub at the plaza. Maybe you noticed as I walked around. I suppose you might need to go there for some services still, while some errands can already be done around the new hub. Anyways, that's an interesting development, and you might like to pop in to see how it's moving forward. You can freely move between the old and the new hub to make sure you have access to all that Valhalla has on offer. But eventually it will all be located here, on Geosha, I suppose. We shall see soon enough. To further news now. JC Live said he's ready to start his hunts soon. I sure look forward to it. As you might remember, I built the new Meteor Meat for JC a few weeks ago, and it's on Cercarpus, right next to the future network main hub. It's going to be the gathering and starting point of JC's hunts. Now we just wait and see when it all begins. I hope pretty soon. As an amusement, I cannot help myself but share this epic necro by Tarrant, who replied to a topic called Rumor Has It, originally about new crafting stations that the old dev team used to work on, sharing some artwork and all. Well, this was back in 2020, and Tarrant reply happened 4 years after the last post. Well, 3 years and 10 months to be more precise, as the last post happened on the 12th of April of 2020. I remember seeing some necro posts of up to 2 years, but one could safely bet this is the new record and the most impressive act of forum necromancy. Believe it or not, even though I log in on daily basis and always do something in Boundless, I actually haven't accomplished anything of note lately. Be it building, hunting or mining, I managed to do a lot of nothing. So, I won't be showing off anything around my gameplay. To wrap up this episode, I will show you some Lost Track preparation that people did already. The event is upon us as we speak. So Chicula, for example, have this area where Glimbo meets Lost Track, as she put it on forums. Dragon Hub has a flower lovers area where people can exchange the flower bouquets when time comes. And Giorgio, being the joker that he is, made a kissing booth. So you can pop in and make a screenshot for yourself. I just wish there was actually a kissing emote to use in game. Looks like everyone is pretty much ready. So, I wish you all a great Lost Track event in Boundless, a lot of flowers turning into hearts, and great time meeting other fellow Ursians. And also sweet Valentines in real life, if you care to celebrate it, that is. For all that don't do much, if anything, on Valentine's Day, I wish you a great February, free from worry and full of smiles. That's it for this episode of Fortnightly. Thank you very much for watching, and most of all, remember to stay boundless.